All right, great. Thank you very much for the short introduction. I hope you can see my screen now. Yes, is it working? All right, perfect. So welcome everyone also from my side. As it was just introduced, Jonas Jasper is my name. I'm a professor at the Hochschule Niederrhein, which is the University of Applied Sciences in Niederrhein, as it was just introduced. I'm the program director of this study program that we have launched actually last year. So it's a fairly new study program that we have set up here. It's called a Bachelor of Arts in Sales and Marketing. Um, and I think it's actually already, if you take a look at the name of the study program, Sales and Marketing. So we kind of combine both discipline into one study program because we have realized and seen that there is really a need for combining both disciplines. So it's not only teaching about marketing terms, but in addition, also we're going to include all the different sales concepts and theories and practical applications that are relevant for you if you want to work in the area of sales and marketing later on in your future job. So after the graduation, you will receive a Bachelor of Arts in with a focus or major in sales and marketing. We offer this study program every year. So we always start in the winter semester. So we're going to start it actually next week. We have the second term of studies coming in. The place of study is in Mönchengladbach, so close to Düsseldorf, Cologne, so the western part of Germany. And I think what is really striking about this study program is the way that we are teaching it. So we have set a maximum of 60, so 60 students that are that can join the study program, so not more. And the reason for that is that we have decided that we want to restructure the entire study program a little bit. So instead of the classical, more for universities, the classical lecture kind of format that you might expect, we have decided that we want to be more on a practical level. So what we did is, or what we are doing is we only work with what we call the problem-based learning approach. Problem-based learning pretty much means that we confront you with cases, a lot of cases regarding different topics, and we really work on the cases, and you will have to solve these cases, of course, in the protected area of a lecture. Why are we doing this? The idea is pretty much that we want to prepare you in a way that you're perfectly prepared also for your later job. So for instance, when you're working later on in any kind of international company, there will be someone who will just give you a problem and he or she expect you to find one or two, or I don't know, several different solutions for this certain problem. And we think that this is the job that you will work on later on in your future, you should also be prepared for that. And this is why we have constructed the entire study program based on this problem-based learning approach, where you really will be put into a position to solve problems, real cases from different companies that we are working with. So there will also be a lot of companies that join us during our lectures. They will present you with cases. We will work on these cases, and you will also be the one to present the solutions at the end of the semester. So it's not that we are staying there as the professors and we're going to tell you all the stuff that you need to know, but instead we will work together quite a lot. So it's really an interactive kind of situation and discussion that we are having there. And I think that is also really the best preparation for you to work later on in the job. Since we have this kind of discussions, we also limit our lecture size for maximum 30 students. So even though we're going to enroll 60, we always split them up and we have a maximum of 30 students sitting in the classroom and we're discussing about the cases. Of course, I mean, given to COVID, we also do some online lectures. We work with a lot of interactive platforms. We have videos, we have lectures where we just like discuss it here via Zoom, for example, but of course, we're also going to meet up in person. As I already said here, real life case studies, also in cooperation with companies of the region, but also international companies. So for example, next semester, we're going to have Vodafone. Last semester, we had Dyson, the ones who are creating those vacuum cleaners, also a worldwide company. And we have these kind of cooperations with companies. They're just going to join us and we work together then on the topic. Let's just shortly jump in, because I also don't want to talk too much here. Just shortly jump into the curriculum. So as you can see here, the study program is set of different modules. Of course, we have the business fundamentals, such as principles of marketing, of sales, business economics, and of course also some applied mathematics and pricing lectures that we're going to have in the first semester. But in addition to that, you are also expected to learn a second language. If you're not a native speaker, you can also, for example, use German as a foreign language. So yes, you are required also to learn a second language during this study program. And in addition to that, we have what we call the business projects, where we really work like closely together with companies and work on different topics during your study program. And this is kind of the structure that we have for every semester. Of course, the topics of the courses is changing. So, for example, in the second semester, we're going to have sales management, accounting, statistics, and market research, which is also often a paid for students, but it's pretty good to have the background knowledge about that. And what is also important about the study program is that we have set up more, let's say, innovative modules, such as e-commerce. We're going to talk about social media marketing. So all the stuff that is really important also nowadays in this digital world, big data and so on, you name them. In addition to that, one part of the study program is that you will have to do one semester abroad, which means that you can either do an internship at a company somewhere in the world, or you go for another for one semester to one of our partner universities somewhere in the world and do one semester abroad. I think that it's also pretty nice to have that one, because if we're talking about an international study program, of course, it would be nice also to move somewhere and go abroad. After that, the sixth semester, you will write your bachelor thesis. We will have the colloquium and some optional modules where you can freely choose between a whole bunch of different modules that we will have there. And that's pretty much the setup and the curriculum of our bachelor in sales and marketing at the Hochschule Niederrhein. If you have any questions, there are some contact persons here, but I will also provide you with a link of our website. I can just shortly share it also with you. We can just shortly, here we go. There we have the website. So if you go on hochschuleniederrhein.de or also .com, you can just search for sales and marketing, and you will directly be forwarded to our website. Here you find all the relevant information that you need. You can apply here directly. You can directly contact us. And if you have any question, use the F&A section here. And I hope that was interesting for you. Thank you very much. I hope I made it in 15 minutes, but I tried my best. Thank you very much.